Guys, welcome to Built Different. Today we're going to talk back. I looked at my platform and I saw that there wasn't as much stuff that I would want to put on with regard to back, and I love doing back. I think it's an area of the body that a lot of people don't work on as much because you really can't see your back, but I think it's important and crucial to work your back for overall look, overall aesthetics, not to mention the health aspect of it as well. So we're gonna do 3 exercises, go-to exercises that I do for back as it relates to dumbbells, okay, not in a commercial setting. I will kind of talk to you a little bit about what I would do in a commercial setting if you guys wanna transpose some of my thoughts for that, but for purposes of back and for dealing with that mind-muscle connection, again, we always think about a hinge-like motion when we're working the back, and we always think about engaging the muscle area when we focus on working a particular area, especially the back, because you can't see it. So the first exercise, you guys have seen me do it all the time, is bent over rows. And I'm gonna do bent over rows in this instance. I've got my bench set up here, and you know, you can do this so many different ways, guys. You can do this laying, putting your knee on the bench like this. The key to it with regard to this exercise is getting that arm down and loose in order to really have the muscle of your lat released, and then being able to pull up and hold it and contract that lat. That's what it's all about in a controlled fashion. I see too many guys grab the heaviest dumbbells and try to labor it through and then engage your shoulder, engage your core, engage your hips, and not really optimize the lat area that you're trying to focus on. And the other part to it as well, as we guys are over 40, okay? Some of you guys may be more advanced than others. When it comes to this particular exercise, all right, don't overcomplicate things, okay? The bottom line to it is that you definitely want to bring it up towards your waist area or somewhere in your mid-lat area, but you don't have to think about, okay, if I solely focus in this one particular area, I'll do it 5 times and then this area 5 times. Don't overcomplicate things. For purposes of this exercise, what you want to focus on is that connection. Focus on the mind-muscle connection with the exercise, and you're going to have success with it. So I'm just going to keep it out like this so you guys can see it. I got a couple cameras going how I'm going to do this exercise. So for me, for purposes of my foot placement, I'll usually put my foot that I'm doing the exercise with the dumbbell, that I'm holding the dumbbell on back. So in this instance, my right hand, my right foot's gonna go back a little, and I'm gonna bring it up like this. Now this obviously is really lightweight for me. What are these? These are, I think these are like, these are my wife's Peloton things. They're like 5 or 10 pounds. But you know, for purposes of form, for you guys to see what I'm trying to do here, I'm really using my elbow as the guide, and I'm with my hands hooking this dumbbell and pulling it up to about my waist area, right about here, and I can feel that tension in the back of my lat, and then releasing and down. Don't forget about when you release to control it coming down and back up. That way you really get a full pump down and up as you do this exercise. We want to do 12 to 16 reps of this exercise, and we want to do at least 4 to 6 sets of this exercise. I'm going to go through a whole back routine for you guys so that you know we're going to do 3 different exercises. We'll do 4 to 6 sets. That's plenty for a back day. So same thing here, all right? We'll be on this side, and it's going to be this motion where we pull up and down, up and down. Now here, I've seen guys go towards the end of the bench here and do it this way, up and down. It doesn't matter. You can go over here on this side of the bench and put your knee up this way and do it down like this and back. Key to it, however you do it, is that you just need to focus on that form, that mind-muscle connection, whatever works for you, right? We're all built different. Sometimes I see guys go to the dumbbell rack and just lean on the dumbbell rack and do it. Whatever you want to do it. But the bottom line to it is connect the mind and the muscle to the area that you're focusing on in order to really benefit from the exercise. So that exercise, again, dumbbell rows, bent over rows, you're gonna do that exercise 4 to 6 sets You're gonna do 12 to 16 reps. Second exercise we're gonna do. I've already got my bench set up, my adjustable bench. I've got it at 30 right now. This exercise is similar to the bent over, however, it kind of isolates it even more. And what I mean by that is you can't really cheat too much with this exercise. It's kind of like an incline chest support row that we're gonna do. And you straddle yourself over the bench, get yourself where your chest is about over, just to comfortable as a supporter. You let the weights hang, and depending upon how you feel, guys, again, we're all built different. I like to have them a little bit like a triangular when I come up and down with them. Some guys like them out like this, some guys like them in. Bottom line to this, again, when you get yourself comfortable in the position, is that you really want to engage and feel that mid-back area as you come back. And you're using your elbows, bringing it up, holding it almost parallel to your back itself with your elbows, and you're doing this exercise. Again, as it comes down, control the weight coming down and then bring it up. Control the weight coming down and bring it up. You want to do, again, 12 to 16 reps of this, 4 to 6 sets. This you're going to find a really good exercise because this will allow you to get more of your mid back here and help you with regard to really squeezing that back up here. You'll feel it more midline, similar to the bent over barbell rows that I like to do when I'm in a commercial gym with a Smith machine. And I don't know if you guys have ever done that or you've seen me do it on my platform. I've got some of these bars I'll show you guys. I've shown them before. You guys always ask me about this stuff. These are body bars. But when I do the bent over rows with the Smith machine, bringing it up like this and down in the commercial gym, it's great because I can really isolate my back, focus with my butt out when I do it. Very similar with this exercise here as it relates to the incline. We're using the incline bench because you're isolated. You're keeping yourself in one position and it really allows you to focus on the muscle that you're working and really focus on your form. That's the other thing, guys, the form. It's so important when you're working the form because if you're not connecting and you're not focusing on that range of motion, bringing it back, as you deal with your back itself, you're not gonna connect. That stimulus is so important because that's what gets you that activity, the blood flowing, the intensity, the zone you want to get into when you do back. Again, we can't see the back, so it's hard to kind of visualize what you're trying to do when you do the exercise. But it's a great exercise to do as it relates to the back, and I like doing it, especially when I can't get to a commercial gym and I have other options at home to be able to do it. Now this next exercise, third and last exercise I'm gonna show you, is really old school. And I may have to change the camera up a little bit for you guys to see it. This exercise, oh no, we can see it on this camera here. This exercise, you should do at the end of your back. This is gonna be a pullover. We're gonna do a pullover. And a lot of guys did this thinking it was for their chest. And there's a way you can do this to work your chest, depending upon how you activate and put your elbows in. But I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna go down in this position and I'm probably gonna go down to here. I'm gonna get the weight, I'm gonna put the dumbbell like this, but it's gonna be in my hand here. I'm gonna lean back like this, get down in this position, hold it up, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stretch and allow the dumbbell to come down and kind of stretch. That's why I like this as a finishing exercise. And then bring it up and then down. Back in the day, we used to think this was for the chest, but this really is like a rope pull down for your lats. And again, it stretches the fascia out. It's a great exercise to do. Be careful when you do this exercise because you don't want to pull anything. Again, you want to be able to control it. This is one, when the weight's coming down, you're really controlling it to get that stretch. Your elbows are bent a little bit, and then you bring it up, again, in controlled fashion, have it over your head, up over your face, and then back down again. Obviously, you need to be careful when you do this exercise. You can go cross bench or how I'm laying, completely on the bench. I find laying on the bench better because it provides me with a little bit more support. And then it allows me also to get up a little easier instead of dealing with the issue of the dumbbells themselves. So anyway, get up easier. That's what happens sometimes with these exercises. This one again, guys, we want to do 4 to 6 sets. This one you could probably do more reps on this. And again, be careful with the weight that you're going to use, but when you do this exercise and you stretch it out, you're really going to feel it because you did the 2 other exercises. You got the pump going in your lat area, your back area. This is a great finishing exercise. Maybe you could go up to 20 reps, do up to 20 reps. But again, don't go too heavy on it. And focus again, even though we're gonna do progressive overload and we're working our way up the rack with regard to the weight, be smart about it as you approach this. We don't wanna hurt ourselves, we don't wanna strain anything, but at the same time, we wanna engage enough stimulus in that area for growth. All right, guys, I hope you like these exercises. Try them, DM me, send me more information. The Skool platform is growing, guys. We have almost 400 members. By the time this airs, I don't know if we probably would have already had a Q&A that I set up. I'm gonna start doing more webinars. For your premium guys, we're gonna engage more as well because I'm available for you guys too, who are paying even more money. You know, I've set up the premium tier level so that you guys can get access to me and doing it in a group setting where you guys are basically pooling rather than the one-on-one. If you guys want one-on-one, you can talk to my sales team about the one-on-one, but I don't like to do the one-on-one too often. It's costly, it's time consuming, but if there's certain guys that want to do it and want to engage with me, that's fine. Right now we're doing this group setting. I think it's important to be able to bring you guys together, part of the community. You know, it's shown with the YouTube channel, with the subscriber base, that it keeps growing. The engagement that you guys have on the community, you're helping each other, you're motivating each other. That's what it's all about. We are growing, and growing, and I'm so proud of everybody's involvement, and the engagement is just mind-blowing to me. We're at a place where I never thought we'd be. You know, this is almost 6 months post-launch, and we're over 50,000. And clearly across the platforms, we're over 150,000. So it's an amazing journey we're going on because there's guys that are built different, right? We all know who we are. We're built different in 2 ways. Mentally, leaning into exercise, leaning into discipline, leaning into fitness. And physically, we need to approach things differently because we're built different from our years of working out and different types of experiences physically that we've had. But that doesn't mean we're gonna stop. That doesn't mean we're gonna put ourselves on the shelf. We're gonna be the best versions of ourselves, and we're gonna focus on training and longevity because we got a lot more living to do. Thanks, guys. Like, subscribe, here for you, and remember, we're built different.